Are you a person that struggles with self-sabotage? Do you find yourself constantly getting in your own way and hindering your own success? Well, you are not alone. In today's message, we will be discussing the common ways in which we sabotage our own success, and more importantly, how to put an end to it. You see, self-sabotage is a common issue that affects many individuals, and it can be a major obstacle in achieving our goals and dreams. But the good news is, it is not a permanent state. By listening to this message, you will learn how to turn things around and start paving the way towards your own success. So if you are ready to take control of your actions and break free from self-sabotage, then stay tuned. Because in just a few moments, I will be sharing with you 5 powerful ways to stop sabotaging your own success. So let's dive in and start creating the life you truly deserve. Starting with number 5, which is stop sabotaging your own success by practicing self-care and self-compassion. Now, you may be wondering, how can self-care and self-compassion help us achieve success? Well, let me tell you, my friends, it is the foundation on which all other success is built. You see, success is not just about external achievements, but it is also about our internal well-being. And self-care and self-compassion are the tools that help us maintain that well-being. So, what exactly is self-care? Self-care is the practice of taking care of our physical, emotional, and mental needs. It is about making time for ourselves, prioritizing our health and happiness, and setting boundaries to protect our well-being. It is not selfish, as some may believe, but it is necessary for our personal growth and success. We live in a fast-paced world where we are constantly bombarded with responsibilities, deadlines, and expectations. We are always on the go, trying to keep up with the demands of our jobs, families, and social lives. And in the midst of all this chaos, we often forget to take care of ourselves. We neglect our physical health by not getting enough rest or exercise. We ignore our emotional needs by not addressing our feelings and emotions. And we overlook our mental well-being by not giving ourselves a break from the constant stream of thoughts and worries. But my friends, I am here to tell you that self-care is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is the key to unlocking our full potential and achieving success in all aspects of our lives. When we take care of ourselves, we are better equipped to handle the challenges and obstacles that come our way. We have more energy, focus, and resilience to overcome any setbacks and keep moving forward. Now let's talk about self-compassion. Self-compassion is the practice of treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness. It is about being our own best friend and ally, rather than our own worst critic. It means acknowledging our imperfections and mistakes, but not beating ourselves up over them. It means giving ourselves the same love and compassion that we would give to a dear friend or family member. Many of us have a harsh inner critic that constantly tells us we are not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. This negative self-talk can be detrimental to our self-esteem and confidence, and it can hold us back from reaching our full potential. But with self-compassion, we can silence that inner critic and replace it with a kind, supportive voice. We can learn to be gentle with ourselves and accept that we are human and we will make mistakes. But those mistakes do not define us, and they do not diminish our worth. So, my friends, how do we practice self-care and self-compassion in our daily lives? It starts with small, intentional actions. It means taking breaks when we need them, saying no to things that drain us, and making time for activities that bring us joy and relaxation. It means setting boundaries with others and ourselves and not feeling guilty about it. It also means being mindful of our thoughts and replacing negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Self-care and self-compassion also involve taking care of our physical health. This means getting enough sleep, eating nutritious foods, and exercising regularly. When we prioritize our physical well-being, we have more energy and vitality to tackle our goals and dreams. But most importantly, self-care and self-compassion mean being kind to ourselves, especially in times of failure or setbacks. Instead of berating ourselves for our mistakes, we can practice self-compassion by acknowledging our efforts and giving ourselves a pep talk. We can remind ourselves that failure is a natural part of the journey to success, and it does not define who we are. Which leads us to number 4, which is stop sabotaging your own success by taking responsibility for your actions. Now, you may be wondering, what does taking responsibility have to do with success? Well, my friends, let me tell you, it has everything to do with it. You see, success is not just about achieving your goals or reaching a certain level of wealth or status. It is about becoming the best version of yourself and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. And the only way to truly achieve that is by taking responsibility for your actions. So what does it mean to take responsibility for your actions? It means owning up to your mistakes, acknowledging your shortcomings, and being accountable for the choices you make. It means not blaming others for your failures or expecting someone else to fix your problems. It means being in control of your life and understanding that you have the power to create your own success. Now, I know that taking responsibility is not always easy. It requires courage and humility. It means facing your fears and admitting when you are wrong. But let me tell you, my friends, the rewards are worth it. When you take responsibility for your actions, you gain a sense of control over your life. You become the driver of your own destiny rather than a passenger. And that, my friends, is true freedom. You see, many people go through life playing the blame game. They blame their circumstances, their upbringing, their boss, their spouse, anyone and anything but themselves. But here's the truth. Blaming others will never lead to success. It will only hold you back and keep you from reaching your full potential. So I urge you to stop playing the blame game and start taking responsibility for your actions. Now, I understand that some of you may be thinking, but Jim, what if my circumstances are truly out of my control? My response to that is, you may not be able to control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. You can choose to let your circumstances defeat you, or you can choose to rise above them and use them as fuel to propel you towards success. The choice is yours. Taking responsibility also means being proactive. It means not waiting for someone else to solve your problems or waiting for the perfect opportunity to come knocking on your door. It means taking action and making things happen for yourself. As the saying goes, if you want something done, do it yourself. So stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it. Another important aspect of taking responsibility is learning from your mistakes. We all make mistakes. It's a part of life. But what separates successful individuals from the rest is their ability to learn from their mistakes and use them as stepping stones towards success. So don't be afraid to fail. Embrace your failures, learn from them, and use them to grow and become better. Furthermore, taking responsibility also means having a positive attitude. It means not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. It means focusing on the present and making the best of every situation. A positive attitude is a powerful tool that can help you overcome any obstacle and achieve your goals. So choose to see the good in every situation and watch how it transforms your life. Which leads us to number 3, which is stop sabotaging your own success by surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. Now, I want you to take a moment and think about the people in your life. Are they positive and supportive? Do they encourage you to chase your dreams and reach for the stars? Or do they bring you down and make you doubt yourself? You see, my friends, the people you surround yourself with can either be your greatest asset or your biggest liability. They can either lift you up or bring you down. And it's up to you to choose who you want to surround yourself with. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you want to be successful, you need to surround yourself with successful and positive people. Now, I know it's not always easy to let go of negative and unsupportive people in our lives. They may be our family members, friends, or even colleagues. But sometimes we need to make tough decisions for our own well-being and success. As the great Jim Rohn once said, "You cannot hang out with negative people and expect to live a positive life." So it's time to evaluate the people in your life and make the necessary changes. Surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people is not just about having a cheerleading squad. It's about having a network of people who will challenge you, inspire you, and hold you accountable. These people will push you to be your best self and will not let you settle for mediocrity. They will celebrate your successes and lift you up during your failures. They will be your sounding board and your source of motivation when you feel like giving up. But how do you find these positive and supportive people? Well, it starts with being a positive and supportive person yourself. You attract what you put out into the world. So if you want to surround yourself with positive and supportive people, you need to be one yourself. Be kind, be encouraging, and be a source of positivity for others. This will not only attract like-minded people into your life, but will also make you a better person. Another way to find positive and supportive people is to join groups or communities that align with your goals and values. These can be networking groups, mastermind groups, or even online communities. Surrounding yourself with people who have similar goals and values, as you will not only provide you with a support system, but also give you the opportunity to learn and grow together. Lastly, don't be afraid to let go of toxic relationships. As hard as it may be, sometimes we need to distance ourselves from people who bring negativity into our lives. This doesn't mean you have to completely cut them off, but it's important to set boundaries and limit your interactions with them. Remember, your mental and emotional well-being is just as important as your physical health. Which leads us to number 2, which is stop sabotaging your own success by setting realistic goals. Now, you may be wondering, why is this the number 2 way? Shouldn't it be the number 1 way? Well, let me tell you this, my friends. Without setting realistic goals, you will never even get to the point of sabotaging your own success. You see, setting realistic goals is the foundation of any successful journey. It is the roadmap that will guide you towards your dreams and aspirations. But what exactly do I mean by setting realistic goals? First and foremost, it means being honest with yourself. It means understanding your strengths and weaknesses, your limitations and your potential. It means setting goals that are achievable and within your reach. Now, this doesn't mean that you should limit yourself or aim for mediocrity. No, my friends, it simply means that you should set goals that are challenging yet attainable. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to start your own business. Your ultimate goal is to become a millionaire within the next 5 years. Now, that's a great goal to have, but is it realistic? Can you realistically become a millionaire in just 5 years? Perhaps, but it will require a lot of hard work, dedication, and a bit of luck. So instead, why not set a more achievable goal, such as making $100,000 in the first year of your business? This goal is still challenging, but it is also more realistic and attainable. And once you achieve this goal, you can set even bigger goals for the following years. Another important aspect of setting realistic goals is to make them specific and measurable. Instead of saying, "I want to lose weight," set a specific goal, such as, "I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months." This way, you have a clear target to work towards and you can track your progress along the way. And remember, my friends, progress is the key to success. As long as you are moving forward, even if it's just a small step at a time, you are on the right track. Now, I want to address a common misconception about setting realistic goals. Many people believe that setting realistic goals means playing it safe and settling for less. But let me tell you this, my friends. Setting realistic goals does not mean settling for less. It simply means being smart and strategic about your goals. It means setting yourself up for success instead of failure. And let me ask you this. Would you rather achieve smaller goals and feel fulfilled, or set unrealistic goals and constantly feel disappointed and discouraged? Setting realistic goals also means being adaptable. Life is unpredictable and things may not always go as planned. But that doesn't mean you should give up on your goals. Instead, be open to adjusting your goals when necessary. If you encounter a roadblock or a setback, don't be afraid to reassess and make changes. Remember, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And sometimes the journey may take a different path than we originally planned. Now, I want to share with you a powerful quote from my mentor, Earl Showoff. He said, "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better." This quote perfectly encapsulates the essence of setting realistic goals. It's not about taking the easy way out. It's about continuously improving and becoming better versions of ourselves. And when we do that, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. My friends, setting realistic goals is the key to unlocking your full potential. It is the bridge that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. So I urge you, don't sabotage your own success by setting unrealistic goals. Instead, be honest with yourself. Set specific and measurable goals and be adaptable. And most importantly, never stop striving to become better. Remember, the only limitations we have are the ones we set for ourselves. Which leads us to number one, which is stop sabotaging your own success by identifying and challenging negative thought patterns. The first step towards achieving success is to become aware of our thoughts. We need to pay attention to the voices in our head and question their validity. Just because we think something doesn't mean it is true. For example, if you have a goal to start your own business, but your mind is constantly telling you that you don't have what it takes, that you will fail, or that it's too risky, you need to challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, where do these thoughts come from? Are they based on facts or just fear? Are they helping me or holding me back? Negative thought patterns often stem from our past experiences, our upbringing, or the opinions of others. But the good news is we have the power to change them. We can choose to let go of those limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering thoughts. The next step is to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am capable and I will find a way." Instead of saying, "I am not smart enough," say, "I am constantly learning and growing." These may seem like small changes, but they can make a huge difference in how we approach our goals and ultimately our results. It is also important to surround ourselves with positive influences. The people we spend time with and the content we consume can have a significant impact on our thoughts and beliefs. Choose to spend time with people who uplift and inspire you, and consume content that motivates and educates you. Remember, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. Another powerful way to challenge negative thought patterns is to practice gratitude. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our mindset from lack to abundance. We start to see the good in our lives and appreciate what we have, rather than constantly focusing on what we don't have. Gratitude also helps us to maintain a positive outlook and attracts more positivity into our lives. But let's be real, changing our thought patterns is not an easy task. It takes time and effort, and we will face setbacks along the way. That's why it is important to be patient and kind to ourselves. We need to understand that we are not defined by our thoughts, and we have the power to change them. It's like building a muscle. The more we practice, the stronger we become. In addition, we need to be mindful of the language we use, both in our thoughts and in our words. Our words have power, and they can either lift us up or bring us down. So instead of saying, "I am a failure," say, "I failed at this particular task, but I am not a failure. This small change in language can make a big difference in how we perceive ourselves and our abilities. Lastly, it is important to remember that success is not a destination, it is a journey. We will face challenges and failures, but those are just opportunities for growth and learning. It is how we respond to those challenges that will determine our success. So instead of letting negative thoughts hold us back, let's use them as fuel to propel us forward. Remember, our thoughts are not facts, and we have the power to change them. Let's choose to think positively, surround ourselves with positivity, practice gratitude, and be patient and kind to ourselves. And most importantly, let's take action towards our goals and dreams, because that is the only way we can turn them into reality. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all the best on your journey towards success. As I always say, success is... I'm excited to be here with you today to share some valuable insights on how to change your mindset with less effort. Are you a person that struggles with negative thoughts, self-doubt, or a lack of motivation? If so, you are not alone. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to get caught up in the daily grind and lose sight of our true potential. But the good news is, you have the power to turn things around and create a positive and successful mindset. In this video, I will be sharing 5 practical ways that you can implement in your life to change your mindset and reach your goals with less effort. These are the same principles that I have personally used to transform my own life and have helped thousands of others do the same. So if you are ready to take control of your thoughts and achieve the success you desire, then listen closely to today's message. I guarantee that by the end of this video, you will have the tools and techniques to shift your mindset and create a life of abundance and fulfillment. So, let's get started. Starting with number 5, which is change your mindset with less effort by practicing self-care. Now, I know what you may be thinking. How can something as simple as self-care have such a profound impact on our mindset? Well, my friends, I am here to tell you that self-care is not just about pampering ourselves or indulging in luxurious activities. It is about taking care of our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. You see, in this fast-paced world, we often forget to prioritize our own needs. We are constantly bombarded with responsibilities, expectations, and the pressure to succeed. And in the midst of it all, we neglect the most important person in our lives, ourselves. But let me ask you this. How can we expect to thrive and achieve our goals if we are not taking care of our own well-being? Self-care is not selfish, it is necessary. It is the foundation upon which we can build a positive and resilient mindset. When we practice self-care, we are essentially telling ourselves that we are worthy, we are important, and we deserve to be taken care of. And that, my friends, is a powerful mindset to have. So how can we incorporate self-care into our daily lives? Well, it can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to do something that brings us joy, whether it's reading a book, taking a walk in nature, or indulging in our favorite hobby. It can also mean setting boundaries and saying no to things that drain us mentally and emotionally. And let's not forget the importance of taking care of our physical well-being through exercise, proper nutrition, and getting enough rest. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, I don't have time for self-care. I have too many responsibilities. But let me tell you this, my friends. Self-care is not a luxury. It is a necessity. And when we prioritize our well-being, we are actually able to perform better in all areas of our lives. When we take care of ourselves, we have more energy, focus, and resilience to tackle our responsibilities and achieve our goals. Self-care also allows us to cultivate a positive mindset. When we are constantly stressed, exhausted, and overwhelmed, it is easy to fall into a negative mindset. But when we take the time to care for ourselves, we are able to recharge and approach life with a more positive and optimistic outlook. We are also better equipped to handle challenges and setbacks, as we have a strong foundation of self-love and self-worth. I urge you to make self-care a priority in your life. Start small, with just a few minutes each day, and gradually build it into your routine. Remember, self-care is not a one-time thing. It is a continuous practice. And as you incorporate it into your life, you will start to see the positive impact it has on your mindset and overall well-being. Which leads us to number 4, which is change your mindset with less effort by setting realistic goals. So let me ask you this. How many of you have set goals for yourself that were so grand and ambitious that you ended up feeling overwhelmed and discouraged? I know I have. And I can tell you from experience that it is not a pleasant feeling. It can make you doubt your abilities and even give up on your dreams altogether. But what if I told you that there is a better way? What if I told you that by setting realistic goals, you can actually increase your chances of success and make the journey towards your dreams more enjoyable? I'm sure you would be intrigued. So let's dive deeper into this concept. First and foremost, setting realistic goals means taking into account your current circumstances, abilities, and resources. It means being honest with yourself about what you can realistically achieve in a given time frame. This doesn't mean you should limit yourself or aim low, but rather it means setting yourself up for success by setting achievable targets. For example, if your dream is to become a successful entrepreneur, setting a goal to make $1 million in your first year of business may not be realistic. But setting a goal to make a profit of $50,000 in your first year is achievable and can still be a stepping stone towards your ultimate goal. Now, some of you may argue that setting realistic goals is not ambitious enough. But let me tell you, there is nothing more motivating than seeing yourself make progress towards your goals. When you set realistic goals, you are more likely to achieve them. And that sense of accomplishment will fuel your motivation to keep going and set even bigger goals. Secondly, setting realistic goals allows you to focus on the process rather than the outcome. Many of us are fixated on the end result, and we forget that success is a journey, not a destination. By setting realistic goals, you can break down your bigger dreams into smaller, achievable tasks. This not only makes the journey less daunting, but also allows you to celebrate your progress along the way. As the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. Similarly, achieving your dreams takes time and effort. But by setting realistic goals, you can make the journey more manageable and less overwhelming. And that, my friends, is the key to changing your mindset with less effort. Lastly, setting realistic goals helps you develop a growth mindset. When you set unrealistic goals and fail to achieve them, it's easy to fall into a fixed mindset where you believe that your abilities and intelligence are fixed traits. But when you set achievable goals, you are more likely to succeed, and that success reinforces the belief that you can continue to grow and improve. This growth mindset is essential for long-term success. It allows you to see setbacks and failures as opportunities to learn and grow rather than reasons to give up. And that, my friends, is the ultimate mindset shift that can change your life for the better. Which leads us to number 3, which is change your mindset with less effort by reframing negative thoughts. Now, you may be wondering, what exactly does reframing negative thoughts mean? Well, let me explain it to you. Reframing means to change the way we perceive or think about something. It is about shifting our perspective and looking at things in a more positive light. You see, our thoughts have a powerful impact on our emotions, actions, and ultimately our results. When we constantly have negative thoughts, we start to believe them, and they become our reality. We become stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. But what if I told you that you have the power to reframe those negative thoughts and turn them into positive ones? Now, I'm not saying that it's easy. It takes effort and practice. But the good news is, it takes less effort than you may think. And the results are worth it. So let me share with you 3 simple steps to reframe negative thoughts and change your mindset. Step 1, awareness. The first step to reframing negative thoughts is to become aware of them. We often have negative thoughts without even realizing it. They have become a part of our subconscious mind. But by becoming aware of them, we can start to challenge and change them. So the next time you catch yourself having a negative thought, pause for a moment and acknowledge it. Ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is it helping me move towards my goals? If the answer is no, then it's time to reframe it. Step 2, challenge and replace. Once you are aware of your negative thought, it's time to challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is there any evidence to support it? Most of the time, we realize that our negative thoughts are not based on facts, but rather on our fears and insecurities. Now it's time to replace that negative thought with a positive one. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, replace it with, I am capable and worthy of success. By doing this, you are reframing your thought and changing your perspective. Step 3, practice gratitude. The final step to reframing negative thoughts is to practice gratitude. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our energy towards positivity. It helps us to see things in a different light and appreciate what we have, rather than focusing on what we lack. Every day, take a few moments to think about 3 things that you are grateful for. It could be something as simple as having a roof over your head or having a supportive friend. By practicing gratitude, you are training your mind to focus on the good in your life rather than the negative. So, there you have it. The 3 simple steps to reframe negative thoughts and change your mindset with less effort. Remember, it all starts with awareness. Once you become aware of your negative thoughts, challenge and replace them with positive ones, and practice gratitude, you will see a significant shift in your mindset. But let me tell you, it's not a one-time thing, it's a continuous process. You have to make a conscious effort to reframe your thoughts every day. And I promise you, with time and practice, it will become easier. You will start to see the world in a different light, and you will attract more positivity into your life. Which leads us to number 2, which is change your mindset with less effort by surrounding yourself with positive people. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Jim, I can't control who I am surrounded by. I can't just choose the people around me. But let me tell you, my friends, you have more control over your surroundings than you think. We all know the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And it couldn't be more true. The people we surround ourselves with have a significant impact on our mindset, our thoughts, and our actions. They can either lift us up or bring us down. They can either motivate us or discourage us. They can either support us or hold us back. So it's crucial to take a step back and evaluate the people in your life. Are they positive, motivated, and driven individuals? Do they inspire you to be your best self? Do they believe in your dreams and goals? Or do they constantly bring negativity, doubt, and pessimism into your life? Now, I'm not saying that you should cut off all the negative people in your life. Sometimes they may be family members or close friends, and it's not easy to distance yourself from them. But what you can do is limit your time with them and be mindful of the impact they have on your mindset. On the other hand, it's crucial to surround yourself with positive people who uplift you, motivate you, and support you. These individuals will not only have a positive influence on your mindset, but they will also push you to become a better version of yourself. They will challenge you to grow and achieve your goals. But how do you find these positive people? Well, the first step is to be a positive person yourself. Like attracts like, and if you radiate positivity, you will naturally attract positive people into your life. Be the kind of person you want to surround yourself with. Another way is to join groups or communities that align with your interests and goals. This could be a gym, a book club, a business networking group, or any other group that shares your passions. These groups are a great way to meet like-minded individuals who can become your support system and help you stay on track towards your goals. And don't be afraid to reach out and connect with people who inspire you. It could be someone you admire from a distance, a mentor, or even a successful individual in your field. Reach out to them, ask for advice, and build a relationship with them. Having a mentor or a role model can have a tremendous impact on your mindset and your success. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Jim, I don't have anyone like that in my life. I don't have positive people around me. Well, my friend, then it's time to change your surroundings. Remember, you have more control over your environment than you think. If the people in your life are not supporting your growth, it's time to expand your circle and find new, positive influences. Surrounding yourself with positive people is not just about having a support system or finding motivation. It's also about learning from others. When you surround yourself with successful, positive individuals, you have the opportunity to observe their habits, their mindset, and their actions. You can learn from their experiences and apply them to your own life. And let me tell you, the power of association is real. When you surround yourself with successful people, you start to believe that you can achieve success too. You start to adopt their mindset, their habits, and their actions. And before you know it, you are on your way to achieving your own success. But it's not just about finding positive people. It's also about being a positive influence on others. As you continue to grow and improve yourself, you will naturally inspire and motivate those around you. You will become a role model for others, and your positive energy will have a ripple effect on those around you. Which leads us to number one, which is change your mindset with less effort by practicing gratitude. Now, you may be wondering, what exactly is gratitude? Gratitude is the act of being thankful and appreciative for what you have in your life. It is a powerful emotion that can shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. It is a mindset that allows you to see the beauty and blessings in your life, no matter how big or small they may be. But why is gratitude the number one way to change your mindset with less effort? Well, let me tell you, my friends, gratitude is like a magic potion that can instantly transform your perspective. It has the power to change your thoughts, feelings, and actions. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life, and in turn, you attract more positivity into your life. Think about it. How often do we find ourselves complaining about what we don't have? We are constantly bombarded with messages that tell us we need more to be happy and fulfilled. We are always chasing after the next big thing, thinking it will bring us the joy and satisfaction we crave. But the truth is, true happiness and fulfillment come from within, and gratitude is the key to unlocking it. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. You start to appreciate the little things in life, the things that we often take for granted. You begin to see the beauty in the simple moments, like a warm cup of coffee in the morning, a smile from a stranger, or a beautiful sunset. You realize that you have so much to be thankful for, and that realization alone can bring you more joy and happiness than any material possession ever could. But gratitude is not just about being thankful for the good things in your life. It is also about being grateful for the challenges and struggles that come your way. You see, my friends, every obstacle, every setback is an opportunity for growth and learning. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to see the lessons and blessings in every situation, even the difficult ones. And that, my friends, is a powerful mindset to have. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. How can I practice gratitude when I am going through tough times? How can I be grateful when everything seems to be falling apart? And my answer to you is this. Gratitude is not about denying your struggles or pretending that everything is perfect. It is about shifting your perspective and finding the silver lining in every situation. It is about being thankful for the lessons and growth that come from the challenges in your life. So how can you start practicing gratitude in your daily life? It's simple, my friends. You can start by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things that you are thankful for. It could be something as small as a good night's sleep, or something as big as a promotion at work. The key is to find something to be grateful for every day, no matter how big or small. Another way to practice gratitude is to express it to others. Take the time to thank the people in your life who have made a positive impact on you. It could be a friend, a family member, a colleague, or even a stranger. Let them know how grateful you are for their presence in your life. Not only will it make them feel appreciated, but it will also fill your heart with joy and gratitude. And finally, my friends, the most important way to practice gratitude is to simply be present. When you are fully present in the moment, you can appreciate all the blessings in your life. Take a moment to pause and look around you. Notice the beauty that surrounds you, the people who love you, and the opportunities that are available to you. When you are present, you can truly experience the power of gratitude. It is a simple yet powerful tool that can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. So, I urge you all to start incorporating. I stand before you today with a message that has the power to transform your life if you allow it to sink in and take root in your consciousness. It's a simple yet profound truth, one that has stood the test of time and has been proven by the greatest minds and achievers throughout history. The wisdom I share with you today is this: the faster you learn, the more you earn. Let those words resonate deep within you. Let them stir your soul and awaken the dormant potential that lies within each and every one of you. For in these words lies the key to unlocking doors of opportunity, to scaling the heights of success, and to living a life that truly matters. You see, the world we live in is constantly evolving, moving at a pace that is faster than ever before. In this rapidly changing landscape, those who adapt, those who learn and grow, are the ones who thrive. They are the ones who not only survive, but excel, reaching levels of success that others can only dream of. Now, you might be wondering, how do I go about learning in this fast-paced world? The answer lies in the mindset of a lifelong learner. Embrace the idea that learning is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey, a journey that never ends as long as you breathe. Commit to the pursuit of knowledge, for it is the fuel that drives the engine of success. Education doesn't end in the classrooms or the lecture halls. It doesn't stop with a diploma or a degree. True education is about developing a hunger for knowledge, a thirst for understanding, and a passion for growth. It's about being curious, asking questions, and seeking answers. It's about being open-minded and willing to explore new ideas, new perspectives, and new ways of thinking. In today's digital age, information is more accessible than ever before. The internet is a treasure trove of knowledge waiting to be explored. Books, podcasts, online courses, and seminars are at your fingertips. The opportunities to learn are limitless. But remember, it's not just about consuming information, it's about applying that knowledge, integrating it into your life, and using it to solve problems and create value for others. Let me share with you a powerful truth. Your income is directly proportional to your level of skill. The more skilled you become, the more valuable you are in the marketplace. And the faster you acquire new skills, the faster you can adapt to changing circumstances, seize new opportunities, and outpace your competition. But learning is not just about acquiring technical skills or professional expertise. It's also about developing essential life skills. Skills like communication, leadership, emotional intelligence, and time management. These skills are the building blocks of personal and professional success. They are the qualities that set great leaders apart from the rest, the attributes that enable you to connect with people, influence others, and lead a fulfilling life. Now, I understand that the journey of learning can be challenging. It requires effort, discipline, and perseverance. It demands that you step out of your comfort zone, face your fears, and embrace the unknown. But let me assure you, the rewards far outweigh the challenges. The satisfaction that comes from mastering a new skill, the confidence that grows as you expand your knowledge, and the sense of fulfillment that accompanies personal growth, these are the priceless treasures that await you on this journey. Remember, every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once a novice. The most successful people in the world didn't get to where they are by chance. They invested in their education, they honed their skills, and they never stopped learning. They understood the power of continuous learning, and they embraced it wholeheartedly. I urge you to do the same. Make a commitment to yourself right here, right now, that you will be a lifelong learner. Promise yourself that you will invest in your education, that you will seek out knowledge and wisdom at every opportunity. And as you do, watch how your life transforms, how your opportunities expand, and how your income grows. In closing, let me leave you with this thought. The future belongs to those who are willing to learn, adapt, and grow. The world is changing, and it's changing fast. The question is, are you keeping up? Are you learning at the pace of change? Are you positioning yourself for success in the ever-shifting landscape of the future? Remember, the faster